Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode on this channel. Today we're going to talk about equipments, set bonuses, and the explanation of how you can upgrade your equipment to maximize its potential. Alright, so equipments are very important in Valiant Force because most of your bonus stats actually come from the equipments. So I'm just going to show you guys like how does an equipment upgrade work. So basically, once you equip something on your character, you can actually upgrade them up to plus 15 regardless of their rarity. And also with this feature called enhance, after you have plus 15 them, you can actually upgrade them to the higher rarity. Alright, so in that case 5 star to 6 star, 4 star to 5 star, and etc. Alright, so in every weapon there is a different name for them. Like for example, this one is White Fang of Might. So Might actually adds attack and critical. As you can see, there are actually 3% attack and 4% crit at plus 12 for this. So do note that these affixes are actually quite random whenever you obtain a weapon or a armor. So this one is actually RNG based. Right, so every 3 levels you actually get a chance to increase the percentage of the so-called bonus affix. As you can see now, is at 3 to 4%. I will attempt to get it to plus 15 now so that I can show you guys. Okay, let's see. Okay, one more level. As you can see, at plus 14 you can see that there are question marks at the side of the result. So if the success has been given to me by the grace of RNGesus, you'll be able to see some bonus stats added. Alright, so let's see. There we go. Plus 1 attack and plus 1 crit at plus 15. So every 3 levels, you have a chance to increase your bonus affix by a certain percentage. It can be like 2%, 3%. It really depends on RNGesus. Okay, so upgrading actually requires a lot of gold. Alright guys, so remember that gold is very precious. Whenever you farm for them, do not spend unwisely, because you can go a very long way if you conserve them properly. So as I was saying, every time when you plus 15 a weapon or an armor, you have a chance to actually enhance. Alright, as you can see, I can put the fodder equipment, which I don't really need to use. Alright, it will increase by a certain percentage. So once it reaches 100%, alright, you have a chance to increase it to the next following rarity. Alright, do note that the max rarity at the moment is 6 star. Alright, so you can't go further than 6 stars. So if you keep putting fodder inside until this bar gets full at 100%, you will have a chance to promote it to the next rarity. That's how you increase your increase your potential affix inside your weapon, and of course increase over time. Alright, so another thing that I want to talk about is the set bonuses, which is this one. So there are actually a lot of farmable sets that you can get. Not necessarily you have to get the 5-star set to be relevant. I can show you some of them. So like for example, this one, okay, this Gladius of Might, as you can see, is at 6 star at the moment, and it's only a 2 set bonus. So if you click on it, alright, you can see that there is a chance to drop it in the quest, which is in legendary. This is 1-3. Most of the general population would be able to get it from here. Alright, as you can see, you click on that, you can see that the Gladius is here. So all these equipments are farmable. As you can see, the shoe is at 13-3. You can actually go to the quest and farm for it. So most of these usable sets can be found in the quest. Okay, so you may be thinking, what is this helmet and this chest? Alright, this is also a 2 set. If you click on it, it's actually craftable in the armor smith. That's why when I talk to you guys about my weapon and armor smith buildings in my building video, alright, so the armor smith, you can actually craft 5-star items inside your armor smith, as you can see. So all these things can be farmed in the legendary quest, or you can actually go for the lower tier, which is this, the 4-star items, which it can be found in the heroic quest. So thereafter you are able to actually upgrade and also enhance up at the same time. So do note that it's very important that you synergize your sets. Like for example, you see these two weapons are actually a set, these two weapons are actually a set, and of course the ring and the wing is actually a set. So make sure whenever you equip something on your character, make sure they synergize together and all of them have their own set bonuses. Alright, but do note that you will find that there is a case where some of your items may not belong to a set. Like for example, let's see, I'll try and find one. Like this one, you see. For this one, only the helm, chest, bow and the cape are set. However, this is a standalone because I couldn't find any other better set for this Sabella. So this is a standalone item. So do note that it's very important that you actually find set items that you are able to equip for the maximized set bonuses. And also do note that upgrading your equipment, it's very important that you get them to the milestones. Like for example, every 3 levels is like +3, +6, +9, +12 and +15, right? Because these are the places where you will get the affix bonus, which is the percentage that you can see at the bottom. Alright, so you'll be wondering what are the crucial names to look out for. Alright, so as usual, if it's a champion, alright, or a shadow, what you want is the items of might, because they add attack and critical. Alright, for the how do you say, for the ranger, you will also need to have of might, right, because they do require a lot of crit and attack as well. Okay, so let's go to the tank. Right, tank you normally go for either Trinity because they add defense, HP and attack most of the time, or you could go for the Zodiac because Zodiac actually goes for defense, HP and magic. Alright, so either of them works, but the best would be of defense definitely, because defense actually add the most stats, alright, on defense. Let me see if I can find one of them. Let's see, where are you? Alright, there you go. Defense ring actually adds defense and HP. Alright, so that's the best for a guardian, alright, in general. Alright, let me go here. Okay, so Zodiac is also okay for the mystics because it adds attack for the normal attack and also magic. Alright, but the best would be the wizardry because that's where they add the most magic to them. Okay, but Zodiac works as well because they do add attack, defense and HP to them. Alright, so let me know you guys if you have any questions about equipment. Do make sure that always check the set bonuses and make sure that you arrange them nicely on your character to ensure that they are actually maximized on your character, alright, so that you will not waste so much gold upgrading them and then find out that you need to actually farm again and etc. Alright, so let me know what you need to know again in the comments or let me know on social media. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. This is Leon Zai.